What's going on, guys? So I'm working on the cave. I've been talking about doing it for a little while now. I got the two new billies a couple weeks ago, and they've just been out in the living room. Now I'm getting to the point where I want to put them in here and restructure the room a bit. One thing that's important to note, our view set is down and there. So for now, that's just out of the way. But what I'm thinking of doing, so in the space where the review set used to be, thinking of loosening up this shelf, moving it to the center, and taking two wide billies to fill that and then have that skinny one over there. Now you're going to say, Shoky, I only have one extra wide billy. Now that's true, I only bought an extra. What I do have, however, is billies right here. So what I could do, because one problem I have is if I have all that stuff there, I lose my power for my desk, my actual work desk. And if I'm moving my review set over here in front of the closet, then it is what it is. So what I'm thinking is I take one of these billies, whichever one, kind of I think I'll leave these, what's that, Star Wars, the Transformers one there, not in an exact space, and I think I'm going to replace it with a Besta. So I think I'm going to get a Besta, get a tall one, and I think that might be the display that I need for the Thundercat statues. So I was thinking, it's like, how am I going to display the Thundercats, because they're all together in a big thing. But one thing I don't know is how wide they're going to be. So Bestas are roughly 23.5 or 23.75 inches wide, so just under 2 feet. So if I can fit that within that Besta, that's what I'll do. I'll go buy one of the tall Bestas and just set it up. It's like 75 inches, so a little bit shorter than a billy, but it is what it is. Also deeper, but that'll give me the ability to put it in place, and then I can run the cords that I need for power, because there is a plug on this wall. I can run a cord over to the desk. Now, one thing you're looking at over there, that's roughly where the billies would stop if I just did it that way, which will be blocking off that detolf. So what I might do, empty out that detolf, condense things, so to speak, probably empty out something over here that I don't need necessarily, and then I can replace the halo tolf with a matching one from over there. So I can lose this guy or move it to another room for all that matters, find somebody else who needs one locally, because they don't have the pine colored ones, hardly. Now what sucks is it's like 5 o'clock at night, so what I'm looking at doing, I need to clear up the cords over there, just make sure it's good, and I need to disconnect that billy, which is just kind of held in place by the brackets, and then I can move it. I'm going to put it center there, and then have big billy, it, big billy, small billy. So I think that's how it's going to go. I think. It's all up in the air. Now, there's a gap there, so if I just pulled it in here like this, with the small billy and the big billy, it would only get to just past the edge of the thing, and that would be just kind of okay. But I'm not sure if I like how that would just look. It would look incomplete and just sort of dead end and have a gap down there. But if I make it go all the way over, then maybe. We'll see what happens. So basically what I need is 60 some odd inches in that gap to see what happens. Trying to do the math first before I move things that are very heavy, you know. But I think ultimately the end detolf down there is going to come out. The shelves are basically on the dead end, roughly right there. Because if I did the math right with the billies I have, just reorganizing, it's hard to visualize because that one's where it is. I think I did the math right, and it should fit right through there, just kind of where that detolf ends. And it might be pretty cool. Okay, so not going exactly according to plan, but I think what I'm going to end up doing is still taking this detolf, or not detolf, billy, going to empty this one out, and I'm going to put it over there like the plan was, but I'm not going to be able to put the corner one at an angle. It's just kind of almost dead end into the wall, but I need clearance for power cables anyways, so that's fine. But I am still going to remove both billies, or detolfs from the end there. Like I said, one's going to replace that detolf, and then the other one will go over here, kind of in the gap, I think, is what ultimately is going to happen. So I've got to empty out this shelf, put everything over there. I'm going to put it on the empty one just temporarily, at least as best I can, and then kind of go from there. This is a lot of work. Oh, and then I have to pull that billy out, get it over there, and then move 17 things that are all in the way of each other. It's kind of a problem. Oh, then I need to empty out those detolfs as well. That's kind of also a problem. Oh, I'm hot. So I made progress. Couldn't turn the camera on, so now the bookcases go all the way over to there. Still, I'm on the fence about leaving that one in the corner because it means I have to remove 2 detolfs. If I just put nothing in the corner, I might be okay with it. And then put the skinny guy over here, perhaps. Because I can still get the Besta. I can still do the thing with the detolf, or I just replace the halo tolf with that one, then everybody matches in here. Or it could also be I just move the halo tolf into that hole. But I think ultimately the decision's going to come down to how the Thundercats fit together, whatever big a base they are. Because they'll just fit on a full-size billy and be comfortable, I might just do that and then just space it right and then give a good light for it. But it's weird, I know, the room feels funny. So, there's that. But like I said, this one's gonna move this way, that way I can get to the plug that I know is behind it. So I can power the desk, and then if I do move that detolf over there, if I move 2 detolfs, that will give me another outlet over there that I can run the dioders off of, instead of over here, where I need power to run the review set. All of this was so that I could get more storage space and have the review set in a new spot. And then at this point I'm just getting more display space. I'm gonna have to finagle these a little bit and get them straight. But they do look good. The only thing that sucks is when I go to add lights. Although, if I have that corner open, I can put all my lighting back in there. That might be a little bit better. But like I said, I can either get a tall Besta or I get the short Besta and then put a detolf on it. It will be roughly the same height as the Billies. It's like a quarter of an inch difference. Yeah. But I'm gonna go eat dinner. This looks very different. It's kind of throwing me for a loop. You know, if I didn't have the corner one, if I didn't do that with the corner, it'd be a different story. But you know, that almost leads me to want to do the small Billy over here to separate the things. But then, once again, you know, I need the outlet more than I need other things. And I'm hoping it's in the right spot that I can just get to it fairly easy. So I'll find that out tomorrow. I don't have it in me to do this though. One thing, since I unplugged the lights over there, now those won't turn off. So I've got to resync the switch. So I'm gonna stop for a bit. I'm gonna go eat and relax. There's a lot of heavy stuff to move on my own. There's no room for two people to be in here.